Mahigit 60,000 o 61,733 na ang mga aktibong kaso ng COVID-19 sa bansa.
More developments on the new and more infectious coronavirus variant first detected in the United Kingdom that is now in the Philippines.
Mga kapuso, 25,392 na ang kaso ng COVID-19 sa Pilipinas. 607 dyan ang bagong reported cases.
The Philippines has announced a lockdown of the entire Metro Manila area to help contain the spread of COVID-19. Of course, this announcement follows the confirmation of the country's first domestic transmission of the virus.
Sa mas istriktong general community quarantine ng Metro Manila sa gitna ng pagdami ng COVID-19 cases. Sa anunsyo ni Presidential Spokesman Harry Roque sa resolusyong inaprubahan ni Pangulong Duterte.
And the Philippines has become the first country to close its financial markets in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The unprecedented move is to ensure the safety of traders, and the Philippine Stock Exchange is closed until further notice.
Good day everyone, this is Wilton Matthew Bautista again. It's been a year since the COVID-19 spread out here in the Philippines and all of the Filipinos affected in the transmission of COVID-19. By the transmission of COVID-19, thousands of Filipinos have been infected and thousands of Filipinos died because of this virus. It is kind of sad that a lot of Filipinos lost their lives. Nonetheless, we should move forward and find the solutions for COVID-19. Even though the COVID-19 vaccines have been discovered, such as Pfizer and AstraZeneca, these vaccines are not recommended for other people because of contraindications. I hope that the Philippines should have a law about pandemic, just like Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago promoting the pandemic bill. Unfortunately, it has not been approved by the government. I expect that the Philippines will rise again. We know for a fact that these vaccines are safe and effective for other people. As they undergo the vaccinations, we are looking forward to bloom again the Philippine economy just like before. Since I am expecting to rise again the Philippine economy, I think a lot of sectors of the Philippines should have strengthened and prioritized. First and foremost, the healthcare. During this pandemic, we know that we are lacking in isolation facilities and medical supplies such as PPE, gloves, face masks, face shield, and alcohol and other equipment. We should support the frontliner by giving them the medical supplies and equipment that the government should provide for it. Also, the sector of education is affected during this pandemic. A lot of children are affected. They are having a hard time to catch up in the lesson because the main problem of online classes here in the Philippines is the internet connectivity. Moreover, for those who are modular, it is hard for children to learn because even the modules are provided by the school, they are having a hard time to learn from it. Although the economy of tourism and agriculture decreased because of the outbreak of COVID-19 and it really affects in the Philippine economy, I think that the government should take an action for this. But it is important if they will take an action first on the sector of healthcare to save the humanity. As they improve these sectors, the people who are experiencing poverty, they need the full support of the government in order for them to survive. If we take a look back during this pandemic, the ayuda given by the government is not enough to support their life. So I think that the government should take responsibility for it. As I mentioned earlier, I think it's a great idea if the government should implement the pandemic bill to recover from this problematic phase. Furthermore, I think we should be aware about the do's and don'ts because we all know the reason why COVID-19 increasing is also because of us. We should be disciplined and responsible to stop this pandemic. Even the vaccines have contraindications, some experts say that this vaccine is safe and effective.